The next thing we're going to talk about, which actually got mentioned to me on my channel in the comments the other day, is that in Germany people walk on the right hand side of the road, of the pavement, as well as they obviously drive on the right. But in England we don't walk anyway on the pavement, it just, you walk wherever you want.
Why didn't you tell me that before I went there? I was so confused all the time. I was like, so why is that person walking on the left now and before there was someone on the right?
Really?
What am I supposed to do? I was so confused, yeah, definitely. I was like, where do I walk? Like, am I doing something wrong now? Will people shout at me or something like that? Because in Germany I'm so used to just walking on the right side because that's what you do. And in England, it doesn't matter?
Well, I wish you'd have told me.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know either.
Oh really? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't know till someone told me in the comments, and then I was like, what? I've been doing it wrong for nearly 2 years.
Yeah, it's so confusing, all these differences. Like, that's what we're telling you right now.
Yeah,
in Germany it's the right side, in England it's wherever you want.
Wherever you want, it doesn't matter.
No, that's cool actually. Like, but confusing if you come from Germany.
Yeah.
Well.
The next point is recycling.
Recycling. Oh yeah, Germans love recycling. Woo woo.
I love recycling
really?
now.
Oh,
yeah, I've got used to it. In England, people kind of are encouraged to recycle, and in some areas you have to recycle and in some areas you don't. It depends what county you live in and things like that. But in Germany everyone recycles and everyone has to recycle, right?
Yeah. If you got a really what do you call it? Really strict Müllmann, a trash man that picks up your trash, then he won't pick up your trash if you haven't recycled right. He will like look at the bag, and because they're see-through sometimes, these only plastic bags for example, and if there's anything else in it he might just leave it. But I guess that's really rare, like that you got like a really devoted trash man. I don't know.
But then that's hard because we have different bins in the house. But say the bathroom bin always gets tissue paper thrown in it, but I don't then separate that tissue paper into the recycling, should I?
Yeah, if you're really strict.
Oh, I've not been doing it properly though.
Yeah, but I don't really do that.
I just do it in the kitchen, you know? The main bin gets like, I've got a main bin and then I've got recycling bins for all the different recycles.
I got an organic bin. I got like a paper bag where I just stuff all my papier-mâché and paper and stuff like that in.
Paper and cardboard.
Yeah, cardboard, exactly. And then, yeah, organic, that one for the paper, and one for metal and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And for plastic. I put that, yeah, cans, pretty much that. I have that in the kitchen, and the paper one somewhere in the living room, because it's a hassle to have all these things lying around. It takes up so much space. So I understand why people might not like it, but I just do it now, so it's fine.
And you know what's funny, at school, in schools they have the different bins. Like at Berlin International School, at every point in the corridor where in England there would normally just be one bin, at Berlin International School there's 3 bins, like plastics, paper and food stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and there'll be like 3 bins, it's like yellow, blue and red, and then down the corridor yellow, blue and red. Like,
they teach the kids.
It does teach the kids,
yeah,
but it doesn't help me because I'm like, which one was which again? I can't remember.
Don't they say it on there at all?
Yeah, actually at that school they do, but at the primary schools that I work at it doesn't say it, and I'm always like, which one do I put the banana skin in?
You gotta be born here to sort your trash right.
I usually just put it back in my bag. I'm too scared to put it in case I get it wrong.
Just imagine you put it in there in the wrong bin and thousands of German kids storm at you and shout, nein, falsch, nein.
And of course, yeah, the other thing is what we mentioned, the bottle fund.
Yeah, the Flaschenpfand. You have to bring back your empty bottles to the store and you get money back. Isn't that great, guys? Isn't that fun? No, probably not for foreigners. Because,
well, we didn't know about it when we first moved.
Oh, so you just threw them away and like didn't get the money? Oh.
Well, it was like the big water bottles, so they were like 25 cents you would get back. Okay. And then we looked at our receipt one time and it said like fan 25, fan 25.
What is that?
What? So then we looked it up online and then we were like, ah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice so that people don't just throw them anywhere.
It's good.
Yeah, and on festivals like the Rock am Ring, for example, there are many people that make kind of a living or that earn something with just walking around picking up all the bottles that lie there and then hand them in and get their money.
Yeah, that's the same in Berlin. The streets are generally clear of any type of bottles, even after a Friday, Saturday night, because people have gone around collecting them to go and get the fan back.
Yeah, it's really cool, that system, like in that way. Like it's kind of a hassle sometimes if you had a big party and have to bring all the bottles back.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth the hassle, like, just for keeping the environment clean in the streets.
But it's good though when you host a party, because then when people bring beer,
you get the money.
You get all the money from their fans.
Ka-ching!
It's like 9 cents. Another 9 cents.
Like, what you call it?
It all adds up.
Yeah, it adds up. Exactly.
In Germany, fruits and vegetables are more seasonal than in England. In England, you can normally buy anything any time of year, but that doesn't necessarily mean it tastes particularly nice or is particularly cheap, because obviously it's
out of season.
Out of season, exactly. And so in Germany it's better. At the moment it's like the strawberries and asparagus.
Asparagus, oh, Germans are big on Spargel, on asparagus.
Yeah, and there's like huts that pop up everywhere, like in Berlin, all over the city, and where you can buy your asparagus or strawberries, and it's just like a big boom of strawberries all of a sudden. You don't see them all throughout the year, and then all of a sudden there's tons of them. I love that because it makes it exciting. It's like a festive time of year, you know. It's something like Christmas. It's like
Christmas with asparagus and strawberries.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like something that's different about that time of year. I like that.
Like, I never eat asparagus any time of the year, just when that season comes up.
That season.
Obviously, like,
I think you can only get kale in winter and things like that.
But you can get kale like in a jar every time of the year, I think, but fresh, I guess.
Fresh,
like,
of course,
So another important point, very important, is that the Germans like to have nudity on TV at any time of the day. We just watched a TV clip, a video clip by Placebo, by the band, and they showed breasts, and it's like, what is it, 3 p.m. or something like that? And yeah, we Germans just don't care, and I guess in England that's kind of different.
That you wouldn't see any nudity or have any swearing on TV until after 9 p.m, which is the watershed.
Yeah, we Germans just don't care. Like, I told you before about this other advertisement that we had for cold cuts or something like that, and they had this girl running in her jogging outfit, like, oh, la, la. And then she said, F the diet, and I was like, did you just say that? Because I'm kind of used to not using that, because I had like an Australian girlfriend, and it's obviously not nice to say that, but on TV especially they wouldn't, right? They would beep that out usually, but in Germany, at least in that particular ad, I haven't seen it that often, but in that particular ad they just said F the diet and no one cared. And
there's also adverts for like erotic call.
Yeah, in the middle of the day, like what do you call them? Sex hotlines.
What are they called?
Sex hotlines in Germany.
Sex hotlines. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, in the middle of the day, so that your kids can get some experience without you having to tell them about the birds and the birds and the bees. What's going on there? The bees and the flowers. What do you call it? Bienen und Blüten, we call it in Germany.
The birds and the bees.
The birds and the really?
Yeah.
Birds and bees? What that doesn't make any sense. Birds and bees.
It's just the way it is.
Okay, in Germany it kind of makes sense because the Blüten are the petals, the flower petals.
Yeah.
And the bees go in there and do their thing.
Pollinate.
Pollinate.
Just do that thing.
And that kind of makes sense at least, but birds and bees. Ah, well, it doesn't matter.
Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe you know. Tell us, please.
One last thing I've thought of is that German kids tend to be really particular about their own belongings, whereas I found that the kids in England will be a bit more free with lending things out, and they don't really mind too much what comes back to them. And for example, as a teacher, if I lent kids in England my pencil case, I would probably get that pencil case back with a couple of pencil crayons missing. Whereas in Germany the kids are all very particular about having their own pencil crayons and their own pens, and it will go in a specific place in their pencil case. Yeah, no,
in Germany we really like our stuff at the place exactly where it was. After we lent it to someone, like I told you that story before where I had that hole puncher. I don't think that's really normal for someone to have a hole puncher with them, like at school or something like that, but I did because our teacher would always give us the papers, the sheets unpunched, I guess you call it. And I was so sick of that I decided to bring my own miniature hole puncher. And so I brought that one day, and then I lent it to someone, and I never got it back at all. Like, and I was so angry, and that's like I guess the case with many things. Like we Germans buy like special pens, like these ink pens. They use it in elementary school, and Füller, genau. And I always like treasured it when I was in elementary school, and I wouldn't lend it to anyone. And I guess that's, I don't know, that's probably particularly German, I don't know.
Yeah, I found that it is.
Yeah. Well, so guys, I think that's enough for this video, and if you have any more points, if you have any more similarities or differences between England and Germany, please let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Emily's channel, click on her head again, now's your chance to get to her channel and watch her videos, subscribe if you like, please subscribe. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, have a look at all the social networks down here, and watch some videos on the side if you like. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here, Emily. It was a pleasure.
And we've also filmed a video on my channel.
And we also filmed a video on her channel.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is about her testing me on English,
British slang. Yeah.
Yes, really
gonna try
tricky stuff.
Catch you out a bit.
Yeah, you probably will succeed. But you can watch that video as well. It's probably somewhere here on the side. Yeah, I can see it there. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.
Tschüss.
Tschüss. Hallo und willkommen. I forgot my intro. What do I usually say? Hallo und willkommen.
Ich bin MeisterLehnsherr.
Ich bin MeisterLehnsherr and you're watching Get Germanized. Okay, what's kale called?
Kale.
In German again it was...
You're the German.
Grünkohl. Grünkohl, exactly.
Well done, Tim.
Grünkohl, that's our magic dictionary back there.
Blood sausage, is that black pudding?
Probably. Black pudding?
Because black pudding in England is made of pig's blood.
Ooh.
Is that the same?
But if it's Blutwurst, blood sausage, it would be probably.
Sounds similar,
Sounds
doesn't
similar, yeah. It's still disgusting.
Still disgusting.
I don't know if I want to eat a blood sausage. Oh well, it's all kind of from animals anyway.
Well, yeah, if you're gonna discriminate.
Yeah. Then you can just as well eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need to suck it all in again. Okay.
What's well, it gets put back in their pencil case the exact same way that they got it. I messed that bit up. You'll have to put that last bit out.
Oh, that's okay. Good.
Yeah.
My creaky voice.